Hey guys, what's up? Rome Conquest here. We are going to be starting a new project today. I wanted to show you guys the project I've been working on a friend's server. So this is my Viking fort that I've been working on. Little bits here and there. So you got the front gate, and then it's got some little corridors going around. These little grass patches right here are going to be for foliage decoration, but so far it's pretty good. You got the basement area here for whatever you need it. We got the upper tower here, and of course there's multiple towers. Right here I do have a walkway that goes between each tower, and it's going to loop all the way around. And then back there, it's going to be the main building. But I got some little dip down here that goes underneath the other areas, and you can get back here. Could be a room or something. Not 100% sure yet. This ground floor here is going to loop all the way around there. All that's going to go away. And then this is going to be like the center cathedral type building. But that's what I have so far. But for all my viewers, I have been saying I'm going to start doing more large builds, streams, and stuff like that. So let's teleport to Rowan Conquest 2. And I built myself a nice little teleporter hut here. Just for, yeah, just because. But right here is where we're going to build our main project that we're going to be doing now. So let's get our pillar going here. And we're going to make our entrance. Alright, is that? Yeah, we did do the 2, so I want to put some stairs in here. Now I'm going to take these out because I don't exactly 100% know what skins I'm going to use. Right now it's just kind of, whatever, we'll figure it out. But I do want to start getting some builds going. We don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. This is a quarter ceiling. We need that. And we'll go with that. Well, I'm on a server, so I do not have access to the destroy dinos command. We just got to keep our gun on the side here, just in case we need it. So let's go ahead and put those in there. Like I said, this is just the entrance. Oh, we got to get rid of this guy. Okay. So for the large blank walls, or I don't know what I was just going to say. I lost it. Definitely do want to... We're not going to be able to put those stairs down. So let's go ahead and pick that up. We'll figure something out with it. That's fine. Well, we definitely don't want it to be a window. I'm thinking for this build, I do want to use the Castle Craft structure skin. Now, in order to get the gate up here, we're going to have to drop it down a little bit. I mean, we could put it just normal, but actually, I think we might just do that. So I do want that right there. And then that right there. Get our walls. And then we'll go ahead and put this back like that. And this is just a little entrance way. We're actually going to remove that. And since most the build is going to be the castle structures. We'll keep that one there. And as we do other stuff, we can adjust it. But like I said, this is just the entrance here. Now that offset it, so we only have the one. But if we put some more stairs here, just to keep it centered, then we can place our ceilings and our sloped walls. Now these are going to be a little bit off because of the way it lines up. The triangle foundations are a tad bit smaller than regular foundations. Oh man, that's not going to work, is it? Nope. Okay, we can figure it out. We got border walls we can use. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put our rails. Now you can't see these, but you will once I skin it. I like doing this style because it gives a nice little character to it. We're going to go over here. We need to get into the cosmetics. We're going to want the trim pieces. And then we're going to skin those. Then we'll get our regular skin from back here. And then we'll change the variant. That just gives a little bit of character to the wall there. And of course we'll do that. Skin that. Place our Well, we don't have it. Okay, so let's go in here. And we will type in metal. Scroll down, we'll get our door. Our gate and our door. And there's our door. Alright. I'm debating there or back one to create a different kind of entrance. I think we're going to go with it one back. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Yeah, we'll go right there with that. And then we'll put some walls up here. And then since we have only 3 here, it's going to throw it off a little bit. But that's fine. We'll figure it out. Let's take this up. Oh no. Shoot, that's not going to work. So let's go ahead and change this up. We want it to line up. So instead of, which means we can get rid of these, that's fine. I'll put our regular wall all the way across there. Okay, like I said, we're going to do this a little different. That's totally fine. Let's see. We can figure this out. So we'll go that way. But we're going to grab the trim. And we're going to do it like that. But now we got to figure out how we're getting the gate in there. Because if we try to put a wall back there, it's not going to be centered. So what we'll do is we'll put the quarter and the quarter, and then put 2 doors or walls, ceilings, whatever. Can't. Words are hard sometimes. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put those back, judging where the wall is. We'll put those back in there. Okay, then we'll get our gate. Put the gate up. Put our walls back up where we had them. And then these are going to go straight up like we had them before too. Now for these, yeah. So we're going to go quarters there, quarters there. And then on here, we're going to put windows. And then over here, we'll go back to the regular wall. And then we'll go ahead and skin all that right now. And we will skin everything. Nope, not those. Everything with the regular skin. Now these windows we're going to skin with the trim. And we're going to change that variant. We're going to change that variant and that variant. Now if you're at all wondering, this is just a gatehouse. It's not anything super extravagant or anything like that. Okay, so alright, sorry about that. Daughter was having a fit, so I had to mute the microphone. So, this is going to be, as I was saying, the gatehouse. And of course, we're going to make it a pretty decent sized gatehouse. And as you can see, the ground goes up a little bit more, so we're eventually going to have to go up again. Okay, and then right here, we're going to throw our walls in. We're going to leave that empty. And we're going to put our wall in here. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Empty. Did I? Yeah. That one does come down. Because the underneath here is all going to be hidden. So we don't need to do anything down here. Get our walls back out. We're going to put walls there. Walls there. And right here, we're going to put doors. Alright, so let's go ahead. And this is also going to be wall. And then this is going to come across here. And this is going to come down. But right here, we're going to put those, and then we're going to get our rail, and we're going to flip it. Then we will skin these. Then grab our trim. And we're going to hit those. Change the variant. Make a nice little archway. Now we'll get our ceiling in here. Alright. Getting that up. And this is where it's going to get a little different. Because we're just going to put a roof on it. And this is our in-between. Now, I have not made up my mind quite yet whether I want to do the actual castle roofs or if I want to do the wooden roofs. Because we have two different styles of roof here. So let's go in here, cosmetics, we'll grab the village structure, settler structure. Okay, so do we do that style or that style? I don't know if anybody's actually in here, but those are the two style roofs we have, and I'm not quite sure which one I want to use. If you're watching this after the stream, we'll leave it here for now. But if you're watching this after the stream is done, leave a comment below on which roof you would prefer to see used. But we're going to need our quarter walls here. It doesn't matter which way they face. Okay, so those go up a little bit more. Maybe we'll stick with that for the roof, because let's see. Let's see how it looks. There we go. Now let's go ahead and finish this off. And we'll do like we did on that side, or on the other area. And we'll put those out there. And then we'll skin the other side with the other one until we have an idea of what we're doing. Go ahead and change the lighting here. We'll start at 7. 7 is a good time. Clear skies. Okay, so left or right for the roof. I think I do want to snap an overhang right here. Now, can we put that there? Yes, I think that might work. Let's go ahead and test it and see. Yeah, that'll do just fine. But we still need to figure out if we're using the wood or this other roof. I do notice that with the wood, it hides that little lip right there a little better. So maybe we'll go with that. Um, yeah, yeah, I think we're going to go with the wood. Let's get our village set out, and let's go ahead and just... We'll, of course, have to reskin that, or variant. Let's fix the variant. And that's just because it hides a little better than the tiled roof. But that is our gatehouse. Now, the reason why we put these doors here is so that we can put a couple towers in. Alright. Now let's put our walls in on our towers. Now I don't know which direction we're going to go off these towers. So I think we'll just stop right there. We could go out straight. We could go at an angle and kind of loop around. whatever we want to do. And we'll leave that open like we did on the other side. Now, we need to take our towers up. And our gatehouse is 3 high. Now, let's see. We're going to do the same thing as we did for those, right here. Now let's go repeat that exact same thing on this side. And we leave those 2 open. Then we grab our trim. And we get those with the trim skin. Change variant. Change that variant. Not looking too bad. So I think just for looks, we're going to grab these. We're going to put those in there. Hit them with the trim skin. That way it gives it another little arch there. Now, how much higher up do we want to go with the towers than the gatehouse? I think 1 more. Yeah. Just one's good. Now, so far, that looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and... That'll be a triangle, 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 square, square. We're just doing the face for now. We'll add the rest in later. Okay, let's get that skinned up. All right. Now this we'll take out a little bit. Let's get rid of Mr. Scorpion. Anything else nearby that's going to bug us in a few, or... No, I think we're good for now. But we do want to keep that. Get this out here. So this one's just going to be regular rails. And that's just our entrance way. Okay, let's go ahead and throw the door in there. Now, there's another question. Do we put roofs on the towers or no? Still debating whether we want this to be just a regular castle or do we want to build a wall around a little bit and create a village with a castle in the back. Either way, let's get this back in here because we want to finish it up, at least on the bottom. But I don't know exactly where I'm coming out, so well, we know that we are going to have to take this up again. So we'll have to get those in there. That would create a little bit of a lip there. Can't do that. Well, and that still wouldn't reach all the way to the wall. Wonder why. Oh, because it's the triangles aren't very. If we did that, we wouldn't need those. But then we would add them in right there like that. I think we're gonna put more rails over here. And we're gonna make that like a little statue area. We'll find some statues that we can put in there. Does that get us higher than that, though? Or are we still gonna... I think we might just barely be over it. Awesome. Flip that around. There we go. Now, if we put that there, we're not going to be able to... Either way, we're going to have interlapping pieces just because of the way that stuff goes. And of course, you see it's not going to line up right. Never does. Either way, we can figure some stuff out here. Go ahead and get at least that much in there like that. Because not 100% sure what we're doing with that, but we can at least get some wall in. Anytime I build, it's random. I don't know exactly what I'm doing or what we're gonna do with it. It just kind of, we go as we go. We definitely want to skin that. Skin that. He's gonna get in our way eventually. Get rid of him. Okay. Well, that's what we got so far. Let's see. What do we do next? I think we'll just finish these towers because we can always remove stuff later when we figure out what we're doing. We can change the doors or whatever we need to do. There we go. We'll skin those up. Okay, so let's get this tower base done. No, that's not where that one needed to go. To those who are just joining, welcome. We are building something. Don't know exactly where we're going with it yet. Going with the flow. Let me get this wall up and I will show the front of this for the people just joining. We are using the Castle Craft Structures skin mod created by Aaron Longstaff and Crazy Respawn. It's truly an amazing mod. But that's the front of our build there. Still debating whether this is going to be a castle or just a wall entrance. We do have a lot of space back there, but we also have spaces over here that we can always like create more stuff around or whatever we want to do. It is in a position now where it could be the start of a castle, but it could also be just a gate, castle wall, gate entrance. Not 100% sure what I want to do there. The biggest issue with using the round towers like this, though, is the fact that the triangle pieces are different sizes than the regular squared pieces, so it tends to throw the connection off. And there are other ways to do it. I could have done it differently and still made it okay, but this is what we have and I don't feel like tearing it down. Although if I want it square, I probably should. You learn something new about building every time you do it. That's how you get better. So Let's see, how many pieces are we at right now? We're only at 600 pieces. Now I wonder how this would look from out there. Let's just test something out. Okay, so we're going to test using the large walls. And then, of course, we would have to fill this in. Let's get some more detail in here. Whoops. Nope, wrong one. Is that not placed right? No. Okay. No, it's there. And then what I would do is get pillars. Village skin. Get our beams. Go with the village skin on that also. And then we village skin that one too. And then we take a look. I don't know about that one. I mean, it might look better once it's all the way around. And that would basically be kind of a courtyard of sort. But I don't think we're going to keep it. We'll get rid of it. What to do, what to do, what to do. I think we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we go with our triangles here to extend that. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and share the channel so we can get more viewers. now we got to get our walls in here, at least on the lower half. I know we're not going to need those, so we'll just leave that like that. In that. Oh man, I hear a scorpion. I think that's what that is. Yep, I was right. That's a scorpion, alright. Okay. Alright, got rid of them. Okay, let's go ahead and get our walls in on this side. That, I think we went one more over. Okay. Now we got that grass sticking through the wall there, so let's go ahead and do destroy foliage. Get rid of some of it. Put that there. Those in. All right. Now, I want stairs and stairs. And then we'll go our sloped wall here. There. 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 Okay. So we're going to take this up. I think we'll go with those ones. Oops. Oops. Pass it again. There we go. Okay. So, take that up. Right there. do 4 across there. Get out our slope walls. There. Flip. Get our trim skin. Oops, passed it. Okay. Now we got a little room back here. Let's go ahead and seal these off. There we go. Now for this, we're going to go like that. Alright, so I think we're going to knock this wall out. And we're gonna triangle, square, triangle. And then we're gonna do stairs. And then we'll do our triangle, square, triangle, and some more stairs. So that'll put us up to the next floor. Now I am kind of a symmetrical builder, so anything we do over here, we're going to do over on this side too. We need our rails. And we might do something with this later. But for now, we're just going to rail it off. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. Okay, so where were we? We just fenced that off. Or, yeah. Whatever you want to call it. Fence, rail, whatever. So let's go ahead and bring our rails all the way down to here. Then we'll go on the lower ones and go all the way back. Grab our trim. Alright, so now we got to do this side, so oh, that one's not going to be able to go there. No, I didn't think about that. Poopy. That's going to look a little funky. I wish they would bring back the ability to freeze. I mean, this is a server, so I wouldn't be able to do it anyways. But I wish they did made it to where you could freeze the time of day, so that it's always a certain time of day, kind of like you can do on Minecraft. I mean, that doesn't look that bad. Guess I can live with that. Yeah, that's not horrible. Alright. So I decided to do this way because of something I said earlier. I want to make a courtyard, and then we'll go into the castle itself back here. Alright, so let's do the same thing we did on that side. We go one across all the way. Then we come back, skip the two there. And then we come all the way across again. And that is because this comes up. This comes up. And then this runs across here. That will be window, window. Then we go triangles across. And then more triangles. And then wall, stairs, sloped, double door, skin all that. Okay, and then we go inside. Well, we change. No, not that. Change that to the curved door. Put up our walls here to wall that off. And we get our rails. Then we put that across here. Get our that, do that. Get our trim. Change that. That one. That one goes to that one. Skin nose. Okay. Let's go ahead and get more rails in here. Now this will be a series. Some of the parts will be no commentary, depending on how the household is at the moment. But we will continue building this as we go. I've told myself I'm not going to do any more partial builds and stop, and so I'm not doing no more build this and then forget about it. We're going to actually start completing builds from now on.
We don't want to step on it.
As soon as I finish this wall, or these rails, we'll switch it back to daylight so we can see better. Let's see, we want to change the variant. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this back into daytime. We're going to flip it down to 8 a.m. Clear skies. There we go. Alright, so we got everything from that side onto this side now, except for one thing, and that is right here. And what we did is we went triangle, square, triangle, Then we put some stairs. And then we did it again. We went triangle, square, triangle, and put in stairs. And then we railed it. Okay. So now we got to figure out what we're doing with this little space right here. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got a 5 section wide here. These spots right here, we'll have to overlap them, but that's okay. Not a big deal. One, two, three, 4. And 5. We got a 5 by 5 walkway here. Go ahead and get that taken care of. All right. So we got a 5 by 5. Let's get our pillar out. And we're going to set one right there. Then we're going to put one and go all the way around like so. And then let's see how this... Actually, I know exactly what I want to do right here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of all this. And what we're going to do is we're going to get our triangle pieces. Now let's see if we can pull this off, though. That's the big question. I think we have enough space to do it. Might be a little cramped on the edges there, but I think we can do it. Put that there. No, that's not what I want. We want to do this just right. So we're going to get this back out, but we're going to go with just a regular roof. Then we'll get our triangles. Okay, so now we got that big mound in the middle. Let's get our trim out. And we'll hit all these with the trim, which makes nice stairs there. Now we'll skin this. And if you were in my earlier stream, then you'll know what this is going to be once I start setting some of the stuff up. So we're going to go ahead and get our double doors. And we're going to line the whole outside here. Well, that's not where that needed to be. Go get that picked up. Alright, now get all those skinned. And change them all to arches. Okay, now oops. All right. So we're going to leave that like so. Then we're going to get that, and we're going to do it this way. And the reason why we're using the small ones is because it's going to be a fire fire gazebo gathering area, and, well, you gotta have ventilation on the roof. So this will allow us to have a little bit of back. Give us a little bit up here for the fire, the smoke to escape. But then let's go ahead and get all this. No, I did that wrong. I want the village skin. Did I get that one? No. I apparently missed one. That's okay. We caught it. There we go. Now we just got to get this taken care of right here. Throw some ceilings in there so there's not a gap. Like I said, it's a little tight, but you can technically get through, so it's all good. Oh, right. So we'll probably have to run this all the way across here. But I don't quite want to do that yet because of the tower. So I'm going to have to think on how we're going to finish this off and then start the next area. But so far, this is what we got. And that will be the end of today's stream. Like I said, I will be doing others here and there, but they probably won't be commentary. It'll just be building. I always have chat open, so if you want to say hi or give any suggestions or anything like that, I'm always watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And for now, Throne Conquest, signing out.